Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we have quite a bit of repair work to do, although these three are not repairs per se. They're more refits and getting the mechs good to go. So that will be absolutely fine. We're going to tick forward here for a couple of days for sure. Yeah, we're going to finish up the gymnasium here. And let's see, the awesome will be done in 3 days. Okay, let's hop into engineering, and let's just go ahead and grab one of these. Probably just whatever's cheapest at this point, honestly. 284k isn't awful, but we don't really need the tonnage. As far as I'm aware right now, what's our current drop weight limit? I wish it said in these tooltips what the current limit was, since this is a linear progression. That would be nice, but unfortunately it does not. 400k and 400k for a medical point. I think we are going to go for the drop tonnage. We are going to have some heavier mechs going here pretty soon. So we're going to tick on forward. Turn for the worst, huh? Well, we're going to save Paladin at any cost. How much is it going to cost? 100,000. Okay. That's fine. How many mech warriors do we have available right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's plenty. So we're going to continue to tick forward a little bit here. I think we're going to allow the Black Knight to finish and then deploy. So we're going to tick forward 15 days. That will finish the engine repairs. We're not going to start another upgrade due to our financial situation. So we're just going to tick forward another 5 days here. Make that one more day. I want to have everything repaired. That'll be great. There we go. Perfect. Let's hop into the barracks. Everyone is actually ready to go now as well. We're going to give Brother a point of gunnery. And we're going to give Coldfire can actually take another gunnery skill here, which is huge. And he mostly drives the Wolverine, so I think we're going to give him Warlord. Now I need to remember to use Warlord when we have him. And Succubus, too, actually. I completely forgot about Warlord. It's a habit that is easy to fall out of, using that active. And it's definitely something that we should do. Because this doesn't actually cost anything, if I recall correctly, unless they've changed that. Let's hop into our mech bay, make sure there's nothing in here that needs to be done. Nope, this looks great. We're probably going to want to get rid of a mech or two out of this, and I'm leaning towards it being the Chameleon. Let's see, we've got ourselves a grand total right now of 10 mechs here. I think that's a decent number. And the Chameleon is our most underwhelming mech by far. So I'm going to send it to storage. That'll save us a little bit of money on the next financial report, but we're going to go ahead and deploy here and make ourselves enough money to make that financial report without doing anything else. That'll be just fine. These are not the greatest in terms of cash, but this assassinate mission, I guess, will do the trick. Okay. About 200k. We're going to run it straight down the middle. That'll be fine. Now, we're going to drop, I think... The AH Centurion is our long-range Centurion. And I think we're going to keep that one. And drop the Midran Centurion for right now. We're definitely going to be bringing the Hector, which we're expecting to be underwhelming. We're going to bring the Black Knight, which we're expecting to be terrifying. If, you know, not heat efficient. And we're going to be bringing the Awesome as well. Which we are expecting the Awesome to be a pretty ridiculous brawler, actually. Yeah, the Awesome will be a ridiculous brawler. The Black Knight will be terrifying to both pilot and be piloting against. We'll have to keep that heat in check. But, you know, that's pretty standard for a Black Knight, and I think we're just going to go like this. The reason I'm keeping the AH Centurion over the Midran Centurion is because I just feel like it's more useful. So there we go. We're going to need a pilot for the Hector, the Black Knight, and the Awesome. Of course, no one has affinities for those right now. So is there anyone who has affinities, like affinity slots open? Yes, Paladin does. We're going to put Paladin, I think, into the Awesome for right now. Panzer does not have any available. Okay, so we can just kind of toss these guys randomly in. It doesn't really matter. We're going to put Chronic Toast in here to get him some training. Actually, Muffin Top needs the training more. There we go. We'll just go ahead and do that. The Hector carries unusable standard ammo? Hang on a moment. I may have made a mistake there. Let's see. We've got... Oh, we do have the HVAC5 ammo here, but we didn't actually put the HVAC5 on. And that is because the tonnage is the same. I think I intended to put a hypervelocity autocannon on here. Like that. That would take 1 day. And that will make the Hector a little less underwhelming. Actually, I think the Hector will be pretty decent. We're going to need to take forward 1 day to make that happen.
Job's done.
Perfect. And now we're going to deploy this again. So let's go ahead and run this as we were before. Straight down the middle, we dropped the Midran Centurion, and we brought the Awesome, the Black Knight, and the Hector. And then we put, let's see, Paladin into the Awesome. And then we're going to put Muffin Top into the Black Knight, and we're going to put Chronic Toast into the Hector. There we go. That's more like it. Fantastic. So now that we have the HV-AC5 and the AC5, this should be a little better. But honestly, having those be leg-mounted is going to be pretty awkward for LOS. We'll see how that ends up playing out. I have no idea if that's going to be a thing in RogueTech. In MechWarrior Online, it sucks. That's for sure. Having anything mounted down low like that is not tremendously helpful. But let's see how it goes here. I mean, I'm pretty underwhelmed by the Hector's hardpoints, but all things considered, that's a decent loadout, I feel like. So we'll see how it goes. The Awesome, I'm expecting to do pretty well. The Hector, I'm expecting to do reasonably well. Like, I honestly think it's going to outperform the Orion. The Black Knight is a bit of a wild card. It has the potential to do a lot, but the heat capacity, that's rough. So we need to destroy the target and escape. Commander, this mission should be simple. A Cretan noble is participating in a patrol as a show of support for the troops. She's insisted on using her ancestral family mech, a cicada. Okay. Well, let's just do this. We should have no problem taking out a cicada. None at all. Yeah, anyone who sends their VIPs out in a cicada is asking to be shot. Indeed. So we're expecting them to be, what, up over here? I think we are going to land, like, down in this valley. This does look like a good spot for an ambush, and Darius might yell at us about that, but we'll see. So we'll just land, say, over here, like that. Let's see how this goes.
My God. What a hole. This place isn't so bad.
That's not a cicada. That's not a cicada at all. It also didn't do anything. And then ace piloted. Okay. We do see a Nidhogg up here. That Nidhogg is a bit of a threat to us. I want to reserve, but we're clustered up. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk allowing the Nidhogg to move. No Dacty? Okay. A lot of laser weapons. How's he doing on heat? He also ran his TSM there. Okay. Right at the line. We're going to reserve one more time, allow this Nidhogg to move, and hope that it doesn't get used to maximum efficiency. If it was me, move down over here, if it can, and drop bombs. Just like that.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Wait, seriously? Where?
Armor breach. Internal damage. I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
I
No, we didn't take an armor breach. That was just spread out very, very wide there. So ultimately, I think that could have been far worse. So we're going to take the Battle Master up over here. And we're going to fire on that Nidhogg. That Nidhogg will need to die. We're not going to fire the improved heavy laser, but everything else.
Copy that.
See if we can hit it with anything at all this round. That's a negative.
Negative damage.
That said, the Nidhogg probably doesn't have another one of those in the tank. And it was kind of lucky that we were all still braced, so that is helpful.
Receiving.
The Orion is going to position up over here. And we're going to check our hit odds. 60%, 34, 54. Honestly, I'm going to go for the Gallant here. No, I'm not. This is more armor than I thought it would have. We're going to go for the Nidhogg. And we missed everything. Oof. That one should have had at least one hit, I feel like.
No luck.
But this is round one, and this is what we get sometimes. We're going to move up with the Awesome here.
Got it, Commander.
And the Awesome is going to fire on the Nidhogg. Now, this is inauspicious, the amount of heat we've got here. We, of course, in Phion mode right now, the field inhibitor. That's fine. I think we're going to avoid firing this medium laser for this round. Well, we hit it with something. That's progress, I suppose. The Black Knight is going to move up over here.
Roger that.
We're going to fire on this guy. Yeah, look at that heat. That's actually less heat than I was expecting, but we're not going to fire the light PPCs here. Everything else will be good. Even, I think, the LRM-20s.
Locking target.
Yeah, I wanted to trigger those AMS. Because the Salamander moves now.
Copy that.
We're going to move it up. And we're going to fire on this guy in black mode. And we're going to fire guided. We're not going to fire the large X-Pulse. Actually, we're not even going to bother firing the Arrow 4s on these hit odds. We're just going to fire the X-Pulse. Okay, no hit there. I guess that's fine.
Missed.
I mean, this round one is rough for us. There's no doubt about it. Round two, we should be much, much better off. The Wolverine is going to position up over here.
Right, Commander.
And we're going to see what we can do to this guy. Is he done with his AMS? We're about to find out.
Firing everything I've got.
Yeah, his AMS is done for this round. They have an artillery boat out there.
Okay, that was bad.
Well, this is inauspicious.
Aye,
Okay,
aye.
we're going to move up with our long-range Centurion here,
Copy
and
that.
it's going to go for that Nidhogg yet again. We're going to attempt to light tag first.
Copy that.
Not a lot of great hits there, but it's round one.
Yep.
That's pretty much what we expect. The Hector is going to position over here,
Copy that.
and we're going to continue to fire on that Nidhogg. This is actually really good in terms of the heat generation here.
Firing.
That was solid. We'll allow it. Okay, phase 26. Who do they move? The Gallant. We see that there's a sensor trace on an SRM carrier here. Unfortunately, the Nidhogg moves immediately. Ow.
I'm getting all shot up.
Well, we tried to do something about the Nidhogg. Ow. That's extra ow. We got really bad luck on the Nidhogg, ultimately. This guy did shut down. We did lose 2 double heat sinks in that and the binary laser, which really sucks, but it's not the end of the world. The AH Centurion, now we should have good hit odds on this Nidhogg. Now we're fully capable of dealing with it. It just, we happened to get bad spawn luck, is honestly what happened. So we're going to move up over to here, and we're going to fire on this Nidhogg. That's what I wanted right there. Trigger that AMS. Phase 20, who do they move? Nobody. Okay. I was hoping that Coldfire would eject, actually, but he did no such thing. We're going to position here with the Awesome,
Confirmed.
and we just have to do this. Okay. That Nidhogg has to die, and it has to die now. We're going to move up with our Hector, and our Hector should be able to finish it off. There we go.
Frag the vehicle.
So there's one of the major threats
My
gone.
heat gauge is getting pretty
The Black
high.
Knight is going to position here.
If you say so.
We're going to fire on the Nodachi here. And we're not going to fire the X-Pulses because of heat. But everything else, go ahead and do it, but fire the rotary AC-5 in X5 mode. It's a lot of damage.
Yes,
The
Commander.
Battle Master is going to close in here
Position
into
confirmed.
its ideal range. Do we fire the heavy laser here? No, we can't get away with that. But we can fire literally everything else, and this will potentially kill the Nodachi.
Taking the shot.
We didn't really get good hits into the CT there, but that's a knockdown on it. Okay. Their artillery hasn't moved yet.
Standing by.
The Orion is going to stay where it's at.
On it.
There's a good solid hit there,
Reporting critical hit.
but not a kill. Right into that CT, but it's just eked out survival. Okay, the Salamander is going to move up,
On the move.
and we don't see their artillery piece. Never mind, we see their artillery piece. Running a Howitzer 2000. Let's see if we can deal with it with our own artillery piece. Okay. Phase 15. Who do they move? The Wolverine is in severe danger right now. And I'd like to just eject it, in all honesty.
Good to go.
We'll try a stand-up. Okay.
Back up. Ready for
That
more.
worked. So we're going to position it here.
On my
We
way.
did lose the binary laser, but we've still got the ER medium and the MRMs.
Roger that.
So that's a kill on the Nodachi.
Enemy down.
Excellent. Phase 26. The Gallant moves. Fires on the Orion. We're okay with this. This is fine.
Orders.
The Battle Master, I want it to move up over... We kind of can't get LOS on anything. We're going to move up over this way. It's the best we can do for right now.
Commander,
The Wolverine, its mission is to disengage.
moving fast.
And the Centurion, it is going to make its way off over this direction, I think. Perhaps jump. Yes, it's going to
Roger
jump
that.
to here. From there, we can fire on the SRM carrier. Odds aren't great, but this thing doesn't have much HP. Little bit of damage there. Phase 18, danger time. No issue there. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
The Salamander is going to stay put. We are going to continue dropping Arrow 4s on their artillery piece. That was two pretty bad shots, but we got a little bit of damage in.
Orders.
The Awesome is, I think, incapable of getting anywhere useful. We're going to send it up over here, though.
Standing by.
The Black Knight is going to position here.
Moving to
Now, we can fire the LRMs in FTL mode. And I think we're just going to sink heat.
Orders.
Similarly, the Hector is going to move up
Move order.
and sink heat. Okay, the SRM carrier moves back. Fires on the Centurion. That's acceptable. We're fine with this.
My mech is overheating.
Yep, you're fine.
Waiting for orders.
The Orion is going to continue to be where it's at. Now, there is a fire there, and I'm aware of that, but we can still get away with firing the ER large, I think, here. Yeah, this will be fine.
Copy that.
Wow, we missed the Gauss on 92%. Oof.
The heat is
That's
frying
fine.
my internals.
Irrelevant damage there on the Battlemaster. We've actually done some damage over there. That's nice. AMS doing work there. Getting every single one of those. They have a full lance up here. That's really good to know. The Wolverine is just going to continue moving back over here, hiding in the mineral field and bracing. It took all the damage we want it to. In fact, it took more. They're continuing to hit the Orion. That's expected.
Reporting major armor loss.
Okay.
Receiving you.
Our Battlemaster is going to step forward to here, where we can actually attack the SRM carrier. We're going to do exactly that.
Locked up.
It looked like internal damage there, but I don't think it actually was.
Good to go.
The Orion is going to continue hitting that Gallant, but we can't fire this ER large.
Engaging with target.
Okay, that'll work.
Yes, Commander.
This Centurion is going to continue attacking this SRM over here. Except we can't due to heat. So we'll just brace.
I'm generating a lot of heat, Commander.
Yep, that'll be fine. The Awesome is going to move up into this flanking position here. And we're going to fire on this Gallant. Just like this.
Affirmative.
We did miss one of those heavy PPCs, which makes me sad,
Mech's
but
overheating.
it'll be fine. See a Bulldog moving up there.
Waiting for
The
order.
Salamander is going to continue to drop Arrow 4s on this guy.
On it.
Fantastic. So that was a kill on their artillery
On for the
piece.
scrap heap.
And we also have done a decent amount of damage to their TBM-5 carrier. Okay, that's okay. We don't mind that too badly. The Hector is at this point going to swing out over here, where we can get LOS on the Gallant. Yes, we have potential chance of stray-shotting the rear arc here, but I think these odds are high enough.
Engaging target.
That looked solid right there. I like
Yes,
it.
Commander.
The Black Knight is going to swing out over here. It's also going to hit that Gallant. That thing has high amounts of armor. There's no doubt about it. We're just going to fire the medium X pulses right now, and everything else. We did get a stray shot in there, but that Gallant's armor is getting real thin on this side. That thing has a lot of armor, though. There's no doubt about that one. Very small amounts of damage to the Battlemaster there, that's fine.
Waiting for orders.
The Wolverine continues to just chill here out of LOS.
Resting my mech.
Phase 24, the Gallant moves. It pulls back a little bit and turns strong side to us,
Awaiting
as
order.
expected. This Centurion, due to heat constraints, can get away with this. And so we shall. I was hoping that that would kill that SRM carrier. Not quite.
Orders.
That's fine. So the Awesome is just going to move over here and brace to sink heat.
Commander.
The Salamander, we can only fire the one right now. The one Arrow 4 because of heat. I think we're going to fire at this Bulldog over here.
Here we go.
We actually managed to hit the TBM-5 carrier, so I'll accept that. I don't know where the Noble actually is. All the way up in that corner. Okay. Good to know.
Aye, aye.
So the Battlemaster will close in on the SRM carrier. This should be a guaranteed kill.
Engaging target.
Yeah. There was no way that it would survive that.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Fantastic.
Yes, Commander.
The Orion is going to step forward and sink heat. That is fairly necessary.
Yep.
The Hector is going to sprint forward
Double
and sink
tap.
heat.
Let's go.
They're shooting at the Battlemaster, but that's irrelevant. We don't care about that.
Right here.
At this point, the Black Knight is going to step forward. I'll check hit odds on the LRM-20s, but I kind of doubt it's worth it. Yeah, we're just going to brace it. Interesting. That kind of looked like mine spread. Not sure it was, though. Okay, so phase 24, this is going to be the Noble out in the corner.
Good to go.
The Wolverine is going to continue staying where it's at.
Cooling.
Okay, going for the awesome, but not going to do much there.
Damage is light.
Indeed.
Commander.
And the Battlemaster is going to start moving forward over this way. And sink a little bit of heat.
Aye, aye.
This Centurion is going to jump up to here,
Copy that.
where it can actually fire on the Gallant, surprisingly. And we're going to do exactly that.
Target locked.
Nice.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
So there we go.
Good to go.
The Salamander is just going to take a step forward here. And I think at this point, we start firing Arrow 4s indirect at the TBM
Engaging
carrier.
with target.
Okay, some 56 damage to it there. The Awesome is going to start sprinting forward here. We're a long ways away from our target,
Orders.
but the Hector is going to move up as well,
Ready for order.
as is the Orion.
Double
We can
time.
all sprint
Let's
these
go.
mechs at a reasonable-ish clip, so that'll be fine. The Bulldog backs off a little bit. That's completely okay with us. The Black Knight is going to step forward over here, and we'll check these hit odds. 12%, 10%, and 4% pass. So we've got a lot of distance to cover here, right? That's okay. Once we get up this hill, I think we might be able to start shooting at these guys. We'll see. We're through the danger point, which was the combination of the heavy bomber and the artillery piece, as we were clustered up for the drop. That was absolutely the danger point.
Ready for orders.
The Battlemaster is going to sprint its way up over here,
Going full throttle.
and the Centurion is going to step over
Confirm.
this way. I'll check these hit odds. 8.5, 10.4. Yeah, I'll pass on those. And otherwise, just sink heat.
Commander.
The Awesome is going to catch up with the Battlemaster. And once we crest this hill, in theory,
Confirm.
that's when things are going to change for us. The
Right
Black
here.
Knight is going to sprint up as well.
Affirmative.
I still don't think these hit odds are going to be worth firing.
Standing
The
by.
Salamander will step forward,
Affirmative.
and these guys are clustered together nicely. Unfortunately, we only have the one Arrow 4 left. So we're only going to fire the one indirect. These odds aren't worth firing guided, I don't think. Mediocre. 15 damage.
I am out of LRMs.
Better than nothing,
Commander.
but it could have been a lot better there.
Going
So the
full
Orion moves up. They're actually closing in on us as well, which I like. That's pretty solid. Okay, so next up, our Battlemaster is going to sprint up over to here. We're very close to cresting this hill now. Ah, we briefly saw the cicada there.
Good to
The
go.
Wolverine, of course, is going to just stay put.
Good for now.
The Centurion is going to sprint up this ridge.
Go into full throttle.
And we'll check these hit odds right now. 6.5. Yeah, not great.
Orders.
The Orion is going to continue to make its way on up.
On it.
Waiting for orders.
And the Awesome as well.
Got it, Commander.
Next-ish round,
Standing
things should
by.
start looking a lot better. That said, the Black Knight may have reasonable hit odds here. 23, 18, 21. I'm still not going to quite take these just because of ammo constraints.
Let's do this.
We'll move forward with the Salamander as well, and we'll check these in guided indirect. 19.8, 27%. and 27. We'll hold off on those for now.
Orders.
The Hector will, of course, continue to come up with the rest of our
Moving
mechs.
to full throttle.
Okay. We'll see what their vehicles decide to do here. Not much. So far, anyway.
Systems holding.
Okay. Sounds good.
Waiting for orders.
Our Wolverine does a whole lot of nothing. Our Centurion is going to make its way up over here. And I think now we can start firing these. Hit odds aren't tremendously different, but we know that we're going to need to start putting the pressure on. This is going to be their Cicada moving. Coming up the road. I do like that.
Commander.
Our Orion is going to move up to about the point where the assaults are right now.
Waiting for orders.
And our Battlemaster can actually just squeak out an LOS on that TBM carrier. I like it. Do it.
I got it.
Nice. So that is one dead TBM carrier.
Standing
Next
by.
up, our Salamander is going to continue stepping forward here. And we're going to fire on... Are we going to fire this? 22.3%. There's no splash damage with guided ammo, so I think we're not.
Yep.
The Hector is going to come up.
Copy that. I'm ready.
And the Awesome is going to come up the hill as well, but we can't get an LOS here. That'll be next round that the Awesome gets an LOS. The Bulldog moves through the burn damage. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
I don't know why it decided to
Roger
do
that.
that, but sure. We are in a mineral field here. Yeah, these aren't going to be great hit odds. So we're going to pass on that for right now. And we'll see what the Prowler does. Okay.
Damage is minor, Commander.
Fires on the AMS to Awesome. We'll take it.
Ready for orders.
So the Battlemaster is going to continue its inexorable advance here. And we're going to fire... We can't quite see the Cicada, oddly. But we are going to fire on the Bulldog here. We don't have the Ultra AC-10. I guess we'll just sink heat this round. The Heavy Laser will be fireable soon. Actually, I'd rather fire that than the small lasers. And to the Medium Laser.
Affirmative.
Okay, so that's good damage to the Bulldog there. And the Ultra AC-10 is now unjammed. That's good. This will be the Cicada moving. And now we do see the Cicada over there. That's great.
Standing by.
So this Centurion is going to move up. And we're going to continue putting the pressure onto the Bulldog, probably. Yeah, that's going to be what we're going to do here. Absolutely. Only 4 damage there. Indirect fire is not great.
Resting my mech.
The Salamander is going to step up here. We'll check these hit odds. Ideally would be the Cicada. 22.3. I'll take it.
Acknowledged.
Primary target
One hit
damage,
there.
Commander.
And we broke into the internal structure already.
Yes, Commander.
I just said already twice in a row, really fast, for no reason whatsoever. That was weird. Like a glitch in the Matrix sort of thing. Okay. Exciting. We're going to move up with this Awesome. And we're going to hit this Bulldog as hard as we can here. We're going to go ahead and fire the iRocket too.
Locking target.
One dead Bulldog.
Vehicle trashed.
Fantastic.
Standing
The
by.
Black Knight is going to sprint its way up to here. We'll check these hit odds.
Full location.
0.9 versus 0.9. I don't like those. So we won't take them. The Hector is going to move up as well. We'll see where that Cicada ends up. I mean, this is the corner of the map, so if it tries to retreat, then that's good for us. Because that'll force it to come, like, down here or something. Unless the denial zone is in that corner, which would be really unlucky.
Retreating, Commander.
Okay, he is
Eliminate it
retreating.
before it escapes.
That's the denial zone.
Waiting for orders. Good for now.
Interesting. I'm going to send the Battle Master over here.
Copy that.
We're going to go for the Prowler. This is a small overheat here. I think... we don't take that. X1 on the Ultra AC-10.
Roger.
Sad. We didn't get too much damage out there.
She's running too hot. I got
The Awesome is going to step over here,
on my way.
and we're going to fire on this guy. We need to not fire our heavy PPCs this round. Oh, we missed all of those lasers. Oof. Okay.
Negative damage.
So, unfortunately, I don't know that we have a good way to get up here to stop the cicada from getting to the denial zone.
Receiving you.
One thing we can do is we can use the salamander to continue to attempt to kill it with arrow force.
Target locked in.
Well, that didn't go well. Okay.
Good to go.
Well, the Orion can move up here and hopefully finish off that Prowler. We've done, honestly, almost no damage to the thing. Surprisingly. That did some damage, though.
Yes, Commander.
So the Centurion is going to step forward.
On the
I think
move.
anything with missiles needs to be shooting at the cicada right now.
Affirmative.
We did get some damage in there. The Hector is going to move up to here and continue to work on that Prowler.
Affirmative.
Okay, we got some good damage in there. We'll see what the Prowler does. It's surrounded by fire right now. Moves through the fire. Fires on the Hector and does absolutely nothing. That's cool, I guess.
Yes, Commander.
The Black Knight is going to step up over here,
I'm there.
and we absolutely need to fire follow the leader here. All we have is follow the leader and dead fire. Unfortunately, we don't get any of those because it's all about whether the first one hits or not.
Figures.
I don't know that we can stop the cicada unless it stops here for a round.
Good to go. Resting my mech.
Let's reserve until after the cicada moves. Any way we slice it, it will be in a better position. It just braced.
Orders. On my way.
I'm going to send the Battle Master out over this way.
Waiting for orders.
The Orion, I'm going to try to climb this hill. I don't
On my
think
way.
we can do
Double
it,
time.
but I'm going to try.
Orders.
The Awesome is going to position out over here, where we can shoot at this guy. And we can fire the heavy PPCs this round, but not the medium lasers. Okay, there's that guy down.
Vehicle down.
So we don't need to worry about that anymore.
He's cooking my internal
The Hector is now going to move up over here.
All right, let's move. Waiting for orders.
The Salamander is going to position over here, and all we can do is drop the single remaining guided indirect arrow 4 that we have left right into that CT, ideally. But let's see. Oh, it actually did go into the CT.
Enemy down.
Well, that's one way to do it, I suppose.
Mission successful.
I did not expect that to actually go into the CT there. That was insane. That was insane. A fantastic shot. Unfortunately, we lost the binary laser, unless we can salvage it. That is a possibility. Let's see. All of this stuff here, yeah, that's fine. There's the howitzer there. I don't think I'm too interested in the howitzer, though. I don't see a binary laser in here. I think it's just gone. So we're going to have to come up with a different loadout there. There are some double heat sinks here. Unfortunately, no double heatsink kit. I think I'm going to take the heavy ferro armor. That's always a good thing to have when you've got assaults around. And is that LBX AC-20 that's kind of juicy? I don't know that we have ammo for it, but we'll take it. We did get a pair of heat sinks here, a fuel cell engine, basic sensors. We did get LBX-20 cluster ammo. That's not bad. And some Deadfire SRM ammo. Okay, I guess we'll take that. I do want to take a look at that Wolverine and see what we can do with it. Because it needs work. There's no doubt about it. Losing that binary laser, we lost 2 double heat sinks, right? And that's not that big of a deal. We have 9 double heat sinks. It's losing clan double heat sinks or losing double heat sink kits that would be problematic for us. Losing the binary laser does hurt, but that's not the end of the world. We do have the variable speed pulse laser. Unfortunately, the Wolverine is designed for moving a little quicker. We'll have to see what our options are. Yeah, go ahead and do that, Yang. And almost all of that's going to be on that Wolverine. But let's hop into the mech bay here. And I want to work on that Wolverine. So we're going to need to stop work on the Wolverine. Yeah, that's the majority of the cash there. And we're going to refit the Wolverine in full. So this is probably going to put us down below our monthly cost, and we can just sell a couple parts for that. That's not a big deal. So we lost 2 double heat sinks, an ER medium laser, and a binary laser. Okay. What can we do with that? So the binary laser tonnage was 9 tons. That's comparable to a heavy PPC. Alternatively, we do have a medium X pulse laser and the variable speed pulse laser. Now, we want high evasion on the Wolverine, so I don't think the variable speed pulse laser is what we want to go for at this time. We do have the medium improved heavy laser. Well, first things first, we want to max this armor, for sure. And how much tonnage do we have with that? We have about 12 tons. So we can just drop, like, that to give us almost exactly 12 tons. And you know what we can do with 12 tons? We could put that heavy PPC on. And then we'd have 2 tons to work with. Then from there, we put the improved heavy laser. And we have 1 ton. We're very low on our heat efficiency. This engine core here means that we have 1 free heatsink and no additional internal heat sinks. Okay, so we can definitely put in a... Oh, we do have 2 double heatsink kits at this point. Nice. We can definitely put in a double heatsink here. That helps. We can drop the heavy PPC, though, and instead, we can run, perhaps, a standard PPC. Now, the binary laser, that did 75 damage, but it also sometimes did 60 damage, and it also sometimes did 90 damage, plus or minus 15. So we need to keep that in mind. We've got the heavy laser over the ER medium laser, so that's 40 damage right there. That's the additional 15 there. We could put an X pulse laser in. I'm leaning towards just going for the ER PPC. That gives us 3 tons to play with, which would allow us to do the following. We would be able to put in a double heatsink here, and then drop ferrofibrous armor like that. That gives us slots to work with. I'm not actually sure that I like that, though. We would need 3 total slots to put in an additional double heatsink. We could drop the ER PPC and just put in a regular PPC, it's going to be slightly less damage, 5 less damage, but it is 15 less heat. I like that better. I definitely do like that better. And then we still drop the ferrofibrous armor. I don't suppose we have half a ton of MRM ammo. No. Okay. Well, we could think about upgrading our other ER medium laser to something that weighs an extra half ton. Like a 1.5 tons. Like, a medium pulse laser is 2 tons. I don't think we have anything that weighs a 1.5 tons. Oh, we have a laser slot in our head. So we could very easily do our small heavy laser in the head. Boom. And then we drop just a little bit of armor in this leg. Not this one because there's ammo here, but just like this. And that would do the trick. Heat efficiency is okay. It's not phenomenal. But we just toggle between the PPC and the improved heavy laser and it should be fine. Go ahead and do it. Wonderful. I think that's a little bit more expensive than what we had previously. Actually, no, we're gonna be fine with 20,000 C-bills. That's a little on the low side, though. So let's just hop into the store here real quick. It is, however, well past time to put a cut in. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that as soon as we're done selling a couple of things here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time. I'm just going to find a couple things here. You know what? Let's just stick with this for now. Heavy RL5s don't sell for hardly anything. Honestly, when are we going to use an IATM6? There we go. And the LBX AC-10s are nice. LRM-15s are okay, I think. I don't think we need this many pulse lasers. Let's bring that down to like 4. That'll do the trick. I will see you all next time.